It's a brand new song from two artists touring the UK in October, Elvie Shane and Tenille Townes. Elvie is touring with Matt Stell. Their shows start on October the 19th in Manchester, and Tenille starts her tour on the 16th in Belfast. And they both play London as part of a Country Music Week, when we expect the lineup announcement for next year's C2C. More news to come on this programme in future weeks. Elvie Shane, Tenille Townes, Nothing Lasts Forever is the song that rounds things off for us tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Little Big Town on the show with us next week. Meanwhile, Gary Davis follows the news here on Radio 2, on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker, and 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Claire Ronacres. The Office for Budget Responsibility has confirmed it prepared an economic forecast for the Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng, which could have been published alongside last week's mini-budget. Analysts have blamed the lack of an official forecast for some of the turmoil on the markets this week. It's understood Liz Truss will meet the head of the OBR tomorrow. The Prime Minister has insisted the government's package of tax cuts is right for the UK and that she will not change course. There have been fears among her MPs that the fallout could hurt the Conservatives in the polls, something underlined by a recent survey, as our political correspondent Zoe Conway explains.
This is a poll that was commissioned by the Times newspaper and carried out by YouGov. And what that poll shows is that the Labour Party have got a 33-point lead over the Conservative Party. Now, that's only one poll, of course, but the last time the Labour Party had that kind of lead was in the 1990s.
President Biden says early reports from the US state of Florida suggest there may have been many deaths caused by Hurricane Ian. So far, only one fatality has been confirmed. Florida's Governor, Ron DeSantis, said the city of Fort Myers had been devastated by the storm, which he called a once-in-500-year event. In a news conference, he described the situation on the nearby Sanibel Island.
Sanibel is destruction. This is, for those of you who haven't been, it's a beautiful place, really neat community, and it got hit with really biblical storm surge, and it washed away roads, it washed away structures that were not new and could withstand that.
The Swedish Coast Guard says it's found a new gas leak in the Nord Stream pipeline under the Baltic Sea. It's the fourth breach to be discovered in the link between Europe and Russia. NATO said there were clear signs of deliberate and reckless sabotage. Russia has denied it was behind the leaks, and Maria Zakharova, a foreign ministry spokeswoman, suggested America was involved.
There was a clear beneficiary in this situation. Of course, it's Washington, putting gas pipelines out of action. Please, our Western partners, share the information with us, because we've never seen anyone but you there engaging in provocations and shams.
New research has suggested that the deaths of thousands of crabs and lobsters in the North Sea are more likely to have been caused by industrial chemicals dumped in waterways than an algal bloom. The report, commissioned by representatives of the fishing industry, challenges the conclusions of a government investigation. It says dredging could have released the toxic chemicals from the seabed. The weather tonight: England and Wales will be dry and clear, but a few patches of mist and fog will develop. A band of cloud and heavy rain will spread across Northern Ireland and Western Scotland overnight. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you, Bob.
Woo, Gary Davis. Woo, Gary Davis. Woo, Gary Davis on your radio. Yeah.
The Rhythm Nation Request Show. Listen live on the BBC Sounds app.
BBC Radio 2.
It's the last Thursday of the month, which means all the songs tonight are down to you. Stephen McKenna in Newcastle, he said this is quite possibly the best cover ever done. It's Incognito.